Hey YouTube, it's Brandon from Brandon's RV Life. Well, a couple things going on here. Sorry, I mentioned my elbow. I got a new phone. I got Galaxy Grand Prime. So now I can start and stop the camera on the front, and I can also use the one on the back and stuff for like when I'm looking into dark areas and whatnot, like I did the trailer video. But I just thought I would, it's been a little while since I made a video. I apologize. I haven't exactly had the best reception, or I haven't even hardly went anywhere. So, well, I have, but I haven't, I guess. Not with this rig. And I'm really big on the privacy aspect, I guess. But I just thought I'd see how this go, and I'm gonna download the Galaxy video editor, and I'm gonna try and see how that goes, and see if I can eliminate the whole step of trying to use a separate camera, upload it to my computer, and see if I can't do that, because it was starting to feel like a job to me, even though I wasn't, I was trying to figure that out, but I wasn't being very successful, and I was getting frustrated with it. And YouTube should be fun. I shaved, well, kinda. But anyway, I just thought I'd show you inside the rig. Please excuse the mess, I'm still figuring it out. But alright, so here we have, I kept the back portion there for an extra storage deal. Got that idea from a buddy. He said just cut it along that rib there and you got an extra shelf up there. Thinking I'm putting one crossed right about there. And then the way it was in the other camper van, I kept the deal, but I couldn't get the mirror to mount there because it has a little curve to it. So, did that. But it works the same. I'll just build a little like 2-inch lip across. And then I'll maybe find a way to do a door. I might split it halfway up the center, but I'm thinking my TV's gonna go right there. I picked the dresser up. $20. It might act as counter space and enclosed storage. Bed's the same. Thinking about moving it up here. Pulled the fridge. I pulled the whole electrical system in one shot out of the other van, but I plan on doing that. If I step outside here, I'm going to try and put my finger over the mic, and hopefully the wind ain't too bad because it's kind of breezy out there. Alright, I don't have my finger over the mic. I think I'll be alright due to the phone case, but I plan on putting the electrical out through here. I got a little flap door I took off of the other one, and I don't have a water storage tank, but whatever's whatever. This tire, I'm planning on the deal, I'm planning on putting it, I might trim these off, and I'm just gonna stick it right there, so I got, I guess people say it's the West Coast style, but like I'll put the tire up front there so I can replace that box. Back here again, I picked up a couple deals off an old trailer. I gotta clean up the bolts, but I'm thinking about cutting those. Right now I got it screwed down, and thinking keeping one in the corner there, putting one in the corner here, and then placing the box in the center. And you can see like the box will take up bunch of that space, and with the tire there, it won't work. So, you know, gotta get that stuff done. Took a couple reflectors off of the bus, so I at least got reflectors on this, so people can't say they didn't see it if they run into me. But yeah, so what's happening while I'm here is I'm sleeping in the camper van, but I hang out here because the wind comes from that direction coming this way most often, and I can open the windows here and the windows over there, as you can see, and it creates kind of a nice cross breeze. So I have set up like a canopy system where I run it from the door of the camper van over and like tie it to those, but you know, yeah, I don't really need it too much. I just needed it on the 2 90-degree days. So, but figured I'd do a video for y'all, let you know what's going on. Kind of thinking I'm might want to stick around in the area, but you know, I'm also getting itchy feet, so I kind of want to move, go see different things. But being I have this nice area that somebody's letting me park, I figure use the opportunity, eventually get the van the way I want it if I can't get an apartment or whatever. Yeah, I don't know, my life's so mixed up right at the moment that I don't know what I want to do. I know I like living on the road. I don't mind it. I love my van, but I definitely got some budgeting issues I need to figure out. I got this bus, but I don't really, I guess I don't really need it. I need it right now for storage and whatnot, and a place to hang out. Really, guess I don't know how I want to set it up as like a home base, but I kind of just, I want to be tied to this area, but I don't at the same time. So I'm figuring that all out. Originally, I just wanted to own and operate my own ranch, and I never really thought about living on the road. But then I became homeless, bought my first Class C, and that kind of started my RV ventures about 3 years ago. So I guess if you want to get technical, I've been RVing for 3 years. But I always considered myself as homeless. But, you know, watching YouTube and learning about the lifestyle, and ever since I've ran into I've been vanning and stuff, I've ran into so many interesting people that it's like, almost like you get a craving, like you want more. And, for example, I ran into, you know, traveling across North Dakota, just the simple distance between Dickinson, North Dakota and Bismarck. I stopped at a rest stop, and I saw a van, little Vanagon, you know, didn't have a hot top, nothing special, and I noticed he had a blanket in one of the windows, and a little bit of like a roof vent. I was like, you know, I'm willing to bet somebody's living out of that. And sure enough, went inside, used the restroom, whatever, and first dude that walked past me, and you know, the rest stop was full, I was like, hey, is that your red Vanagon out there? And the guy looked at me, was like, yeah. Why? You know, I was like, like in the back of his mind, he's like, okay, what do you want to know? And I was like, you know, telling him, like, I parked right next to you, you know, this is my rig, da 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 da, and I run a YouTube channel, and and whatnot, and it's just stuff like that. And he didn't want me to do a tour or anything. He didn't even want me looking inside. So it's like, hey man, I respect that. It's your privacy, your home. So, but his thoughts on that was, you know, because I was asking him, because he was coming back from the California coast, because he had a newborn nephew, and he figured he'd travel back to over by Virginia or whatever to go see that. So it was pretty cool. And then I ran into the guy that taught me how to put this on, and even though I watched YouTube videos, he kind of gave me a little extra hand. He had sun poisoning, and he couldn't be out in the sun too much, but you know, we got it accomplished. Minor casualties, you know. I got that 3-second burn on my wrist, so that healed up nicely. I used alcohol on it once, and why is alcohol, you know, it's supposed to cleanse, it bubbles up, you know, but I've talked to so many people, it makes you pass out almost. It makes you lightheaded. I don't understand that. But anyway, he taught me this trick here. Well, I'll show you on my van here. As soon as I find it. There we go. I tied a string along here. He says that's an old sailor trick. You want to park your open door away from the wind, which would be, I always want it blowing this way when I park. So, on the passenger side, so I can open my door and my stuff inside my van ain't blowing around. So, and I also did that on the bus too, as you can see there, with my old Fire Stick for my CB antenna, or CB radio, excuse me. But and I've lived without electricity, except for I finally fixed my 12-volt plugs. That was just a matter of swapping a few fuses. But you know, I've survived without electricity. And some people are like, well, how do you even survive without electricity? Well, I guess you just do. So, I don't know. It just seems like something you do. But figured I'd do a check-in video here and put something together so I can try out this new Galaxy phone and for my YouTube channel and and see what the app for video editing, see how that goes. So, alright, well, I will talk to y'all later, and if I change anything in the van, I will certainly give you guys an update. I'm getting a little bit more used to YouTube, but we'll see what goes on. But alright, I will talk to y'all later. Bye.